And hello guys, welcome to another prediction video. As you see in front of me, we are finally doing the Champions League. It's a new format. It's kinda a lot of new stuff that I'm gonna explain on the way here. But before guys we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe guys, and let's jump right back into it. But before we start guys, I'm just gonna go how we did this last weekend. Sadly guys, Inter, the only game, the last game from here, everything came in perfectly guys. Every double chance here that I said, they even came as a win. So Bayer Leverkusen won, Real Madrid won, Arsenal won, Barca won, Athletic Bilbao won. Every single game was perfectly, and then when we needed Inter to win, they drew 1-1 against Monza. I'm so sad guys for you and for me as well. It's unbelievable. The last game of this weekend, I was so focused to give you guys right away the winnings, but sadly guys, it was not our day. uh, I hope I'm gonna do better now in the Champions League, but sadly the Champions League, I'm gonna tell you right away guys, I have some bankers but not a lot of them, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why because of that. So as you see, we have a lot of games here. We have literally every game 6 games, so 3 days, 6 games each for the Champions League. And as you see here, this is the games that I marked. So this is the games that I like the most. But I have to tell you guys, be very careful if you go on a winning side, because a lot of team can afford to lose and still progress, because there is a lot of games, a lot of teams are progressing to next phase either way. So a lot of surprises can happen in this new format. It's a lot for when I look at the last year's format and this year's. The last year's format was a lot easier to predict, to go for, than this one, because in this one you have a lot more room for error, so teams can lose and still easily progress. So that's why it's very hard for this Champions League format, and that's why I'm gonna be very careful when I'm giving you bankers for this format, especially since it's all the first games. And my advice for you for this kind of this stage of this Champions League is, for this first phase when we have all teams on the tables, and I'm gonna show you here. So this is the first phase, when you see, as you see here, all the teams in the same table, as you see here. Just the best, maybe the best way is to go with goals, because I think a lot of the teams gonna play without pressure. As you see here, only from 25 to 36 are dropping out. All of them, rest of them are going to progress in some sort of way. So that's why the lot of teams can lose and still progress. It's not like it was the last year when every point was counted, the last format. So keep on mind on that guys, it's very important. So anyways, let's finally start. I just want to explain to you guys how we're gonna do this, and to give you a kind of advice on how I'm gonna approach this. Of course, when we come to the elimination zone, which is the phase 2, it's gonna be a lot of easier to predict those kind of games, but this one is gonna be very kind of hard, and keep that in mind. So the first one is Milan against Liverpool. They are playing at Milan Stadium. For me, I'm not gonna touch the who's gonna win market, guys. I already explained to you why. So for me, this is the goals market. I think both teams to score, yes. I think both of these teams gonna play freely, and I think both of these teams will definitely score. So that's gonna be our first pick for the Champions League. So Liverpool versus Milan, both teams to score. Yes, that's gonna be the first one, and it's gonna be a regular pick, not a banker. Then we have a Sporting Lille. These games, I think Sporting will win this one. Sporting is just destroying opponents. Lille is a decent side, but I think Sporting is just too good at the moment, and I think Lille is just all over the place. I'm gonna predict here Sporting actually to win, but I'm gonna give you a big value pick for this one, and I'm gonna say Sporting to win and both teams to score. Big value pick. The odds are definitely, guys, 3.4 or something like that. I'm not sure, but this is definitely the odds for this match. Maybe it's a little bit less, but something like this. It's very nice. If this is too risky for you, you can just skip this game, guys. It's not like I'm kind of telling you to play that game. This is one of my bankers, guys. PSG against Girona. PSG have a very tough opponents. Very maybe one of the worst opponents they're gonna have. They are playing a lot of big teams. As I remember, it was Arsenal, Bayern Munich, City, and very tough opponents for this PSG side. So they need to take points, especially when they play at home. They need to take some of the points here. And for me, this is definitely a PSG win. So for me, this is one of the rare bunkers that I have for this Champions League. So PSG to win banker. That is for the third one. Then we have Red Star, my team, against Benfica. This one, guys, I can tell you, just go with Benfica, draw double chance. The odds, as you see here, are rising everywhere. But I think our Red Star, I know that Benfica is not on the top level that they always are. They are at third at the Portugal League at the moment. Sporting and Porto are above them. But still, they're more than capable to not losing to this Red Star team. I know that we are kinda, I don't know how to say, but we are not good enough to win this definitely, even that when we are playing at our home ground. So draw double chance on Benfica, guys, is a definitely way to go. So draw double chance on Benfica, regular pick. I'm not confident enough to give you that as a banker, but that's one of the picks that I like. Then we have Feyenoord against Bayer Leverkusen. I'm not gonna go here, guys, with who's gonna win. For me, this is a game that shouts for goals. So here, goal for the goal market. Feyenoord Bayer Leverkusen. For me, Feyenoord vs Bayern Leverkusen, goals over 2.5. This is the definitely way to go here also. I think both of these sides, and I'm gonna show you, they are playing very open football. As you see here, Feyenoord drew 2-2. Then they always kind of score. So every single game they played, they even played 4-4 against PSV recently. So they are very side attacking, and Leverkusen, as you know, guys, as you see here, literally every match they are scoring a lot of the goals. Maybe this is the cup game, but don't watch this. This is just a team that was kinda not it was not the first team that played this game. So but all of the rest, look how many goals are happening. So this should be a very easily 2.5 over goals. Go for that. Atletico Madrid against Leipzig. For me, this is draw double chance on Atletico Madrid all day. I just love Atletico Madrid when they play at home. They just destroyed Valencia 3-0, as you see here. So whenever Atletico Madrid play at home, they are very unbeatable side. Yes, they had this 4-1 loss against Osasuna, but as I remember, that was the game that was the last of the last season, last game, and that didn't they could really easily afford this lose because they did not have anything to play for. So because of that happened. But anyways, as I always said, Atletico Madrid at home is just different beast. 3-0 and 3-0 against the big teams. Yes, they had a draw 0-0 against Espanyol, but this is Champions League and Atletico Madrid are very good. here, so draw double chance on Atletico Madrid. And I think I had one more. Yeah, it's Monaco against Barcelona. This game also is a goals market that I want to go. I don't want to go who's going to win here. For me, it's beautiful to go just on the goals market. I can't remember who is Barcelona playing. As you see, they're in a beautiful form. They just destroyed Girona 4-1. Also, Monaco destroyed Auxerre 3-0. So both of these teams are very in a decent and nice form, and I think they're gonna play very free football. So for me, over goals is definitely way to go. Barcelona is again now in the Champions League. So yeah, simple as it is. Goals market for this game: Monaco vs Barca over 2.5 goals. So as you see, guys, I only have, as you already saw this, I only have one banker, and that is PSG to win against Girona. So that is the only banker that I give you for this Champions League first match day. Kinda, I already explained to you guys. Try to go with the goals. I had a lot of these picks here with goals, just because a team's gonna play more freely, they can afford to lose and progress. If you see, they are all grouped up in one tables. Look how many teams, guys. So from the 36 teams, 24 are kind of progressing. That means that two of the thirds are going through. So that's a lot of teams. So only these teams, as you see here, from this spot to this spot, only these teams are going out. So all of the other teams are gonna still fight for the Champions League in the next round. So that's why I don't wanna go with a winning, at least maybe not yet now, maybe later in the stages when we see the tables more clearly on who is needing the most win and stuff like that. But for the first match day, I prefer to go with the goals, because I think the most of the teams gonna play very open football. And yeah, I think PSG, the only reason why I put PSG to win is because of their tough schedule, and they need to get easy 3 points. And I think this is the best chance for them when they play at home ground against Girona, because they're gonna have a lot of tough opponents against Arsenal, City, Bayern, and stuff like that. So they need to get these points in order to progress in the later of the stages. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support, guys, and see you on the next video, guys. Bye.